the pandemic has hit us real bad. There are nearly 20 lakh lawyers who are practicing advocates today. Post-pandemic, what is the fate of the legal system? Is it bright or is it bleak? We have this evening distinguished advocates all over the country who are going to discuss this. We have with us Advocate Pinaki Audi from the Supreme Court, Advocate Ruhail Chaudhary, a corporate lawyer from Calcutta, Advocate Amar Zaki from Calcutta High Court, and we have Advocate Motwani from the Bombay High Court. I ask our panel who are present here this evening to discuss this post-COVID, the legal system, the legal fraternity. What is the future? Is it bright or is it bleak? Over to you, sir, Advocate Pinaki Audi. I'll ask you to set the ball rolling.
Yes. We are going through a very difficult phase. To be very frank, that physical social distancing, maintaining social distancing to organize a court hearing is a big tough task for the judicial system. As a matter of fact, we are not having any physical hearing for the last 3 months. All our hearings are going through the video conferencing mode. And there are problems which we are facing, but we are in the process of getting new avenues to tackle the situations. Now, our main focus is how long we can go without physical hearing, because already from March to July, we don't have any physical hearing so far in any of the courts in the country. Now the situation we are now in the month of August, there is a possibility that the government, that the judiciary is thinking of to start the court with a limited number of cases, with a particular time frame in mind, that it will be for a particular time frame of 10 cases for 1 hour. That is what was suggested before the Supreme Court by some of the lawyers. Our Supreme Court Bar Association has suggested that 10 cases, giving 5 minutes for each case, it can be started as a mode of practice, because we are not accustomed with the system that whether social distancing can be maintained if we start with the physical hearing. But my question is not that whether physical hearing can be done or not, but as of now, whatever we are doing through the virtual mode, we are facing a lot of problems. But at the same time, I must say that this is the new normal that has come up, that virtual hearing, that will continue for the rest of the year till the physical hearing takes place.
Thank you so much, Advocate Audi, for sharing your thoughts. So we know that virtual hearing is what is taking place now, at least in the Supreme Court, and that is causing some problem to the lawyers. But Advocate Audi has told us that it is here to stay at least for some time. We had Advocate Ruhail Chaudhary with us, a corporate lawyer from Calcutta. So will you please throw some light on this?
There is no doubt about the fact that just like many other professions and many other business, even the legal profession is going through a difficult time. Especially for the practicing lawyers, it is a matter of daily earnings. So if they go to court, if they get clients, if the court is functioning, then only they earn. Otherwise, it is a no earning day for them. Then coming to the next part of it, lawyers are also of different types in terms of income. We have lawyers who are earning very high every day. They are earning a lot. We also have a struggling class among the practicing lawyers also, who are generally practicing the lower court, who may not have a huge client base, who may not have huge number of briefs, huge number of clients, or huge number of work. So they are suffering the most. It was in news couple of days back that where we got to see that lawyers were even selling vegetables outside the court. We are also getting the news of a lot of junior lawyers are looking for alternate profession. They are trying to look for different types of business or other kind of profession where they can get involved. because for them it is a matter of a very difficult time. It is a matter of survival. They have their expenses, they have their lifestyle to maintain, and there is absolutely no earning because they are not able to go to the court. And this video conferencing or other modes, or very important and urgent matters what we are talking about, it is generally applicable to more senior or higher category of lawyers. For the junior lawyers or for the average lawyers, first of all, their clients or they may not have the infrastructural support for these kind of video conferences. So overall, it's a very difficult time they're going through. I think this is the scenario all over India, in all the main cities. The average lawyers are suffering for sure.
Thank you, Advocate Chaudhary. So he also seconds what Advocate Audi has just shared with us, that lawyers who come from an average income bracket, who do not have that infrastructure, they are kind of really hit. Is there a way out from this? And how long are we going to kind of have this problem? Yes, the pandemic is here to stay. Let's see if Advocate Motwani has anything different to share. Advocate Motwani from Bombay, who is here with us. Advocate Motwani, would really like to hear from you, sir.
I personally feel that this pandemic is going to stay here for a pretty long time. Considering the number of cases which are coming up, we are all reading in the newspapers. The lockdown previously was there, and there were a number of cases even that time. Now, even after the unlock which has started, there are a number of cases which are increasing because of the commuting of the people. Now, coming back to the main topic regarding the future of lawyers, I may say that future of our legal fraternity will be always bright. Considering the fact that the courts were on a lockdown for a pretty long time, for around 3 months, I feel there are a number of cases which are to be filed are in the pipeline. There are a number of litigants who are waiting for the courts to open. I guess all the lawyers will have their own share of work when the right time comes. Banks, financial institutions, private cases like divorce cases, we are all reading in the newspapers. I mean, there are a number of litigation which are just pending, and people are just waiting that they can just, when the court reopens, they can go and file it. Even as of now, courts have started accepting filings. There are no cases which have been filed as of now. The news are which are coming in, which can also be verified from their respective websites. I can just sum up and say that future is definitely bright. And just I can close with one quote. They said, even after the worst storm, the sun will always shine. It's always shine again. Thank you.
Thank you, Advocate Motwani, for giving us at home that the sun will always shine. Yes, though it seems bleak right now, and Advocate Motwani feels that the pandemic is here to stay, at least for some time. The cases are rising, but yes, there is hope, surely at the end of the tunnel. And we have with us, as mentioned earlier, Advocate Zaki from Calcutta High Court. Advocate Zaki, will you please share your views on this?
First of all, I'm deeply thankful to the Voices for giving me this opportunity to be part of such an elite panel. Now, we need to understand that post-corona growth opportunities, the pandemic phase, the post-pandemic phase which is there, we all will be required to recalibrate, modify, and adapt ourselves to the changed times and make our place in a somewhat new world. Now, having said this, let me start with a question to myself. When does an index in the stock market or a demand curve in economics appear to have made skyrocket rise? While some of us may answer that the same would result after a very healthy and populist budget. Some may say a big financial rollout by the government, or a major foreign investment being made into the country, etc. The list and factors can go on and on. But I would say the curve would appear to be the strongest, and the biggest upward rise in the curve would be noticed after the worst phase has passed through. Now we need to understand, because of this pandemic, the economic of all the nations, the entire world has really gone down. But we need to understand that this is, the economic has slowed down because we have put a full stop to the economic activities. It's not because of any economic reasons. So the moment this post-corona time which we are going to have, everything is going to restart. Everyone is waiting for the work. Everyone is waiting to start up. So the moment we are going to start, there will be a lot of work. Similarly, in the legal field also, we have a lot of work which is pending in different arenas, especially like if you see one of the if you see like during this pandemic time, there are many companies who have fired their employees. There have been various notifications issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs that no one should be fired or the salaries should be paid. Many companies have deducted the salaries of the employees. So post-pandemic period, we will be having this matters in a huge number. Apart from that, if you see like if talking about the lower courts, because generally there are limited numbers of lawyers practicing at the High Court and the Supreme Court. But looking at the scenario of the lower courts, each district has a lower court. There are few huge districts like the district in which I stay. It's basically 24 Parganas South. So it's one of the biggest district. It has one of the biggest jurisdiction in the entire Asia. So within the district of South 24 Parganas, there are sub courts. We have Shialda Court, we have Diamond Harbor Court, so on and so forth. So everywhere, because of the pandemic, the work has totally stopped. The magistrates, they are only taking police remand matters. No new filing is being done. So everything is waiting. Even small matters like 144 CRPC, they are waiting. So once the pandemic gets over, we will be having a lot of matters, and I'm sure, after this down, the sunrise will be very beautiful. Yes.
It's really been very interesting to know that there is an upbeat spirit among our advocates here. But what is the kind of cases that one can expect? What is the nature of cases that one can expect post-pandemic? I think that will also be very interesting for our viewers, for our listeners. Advocate Audi, what do you think are the kind of cases that we can expect post the pandemic?
Yeah, pandemic itself poses a lot of problem for people from the perspective of the contractual obligation, from the perspective of the default in payment of bank loans, from the job loss, from the point of the tenancy agreements, because the tenants are not able to pay up the due the rent of the landlords. So these are the types of the cases which will keeps on coming. And one of the important factors which the courts are flooded with, the issues which are more or less of the similar nature, is this, that whether the pandemic can be considered to be a force majeure clause in an agreement. If the agreement contains a force majeure clause, whether the pandemic may come under this clause and get the protection from the party which is a defaulting party from the benefit of these force majeure clause. So these are the issues which are coming recurringly, and the Supreme Court also in the latest 3-4 judgment has made it clear that the pandemic situation has to be examined in the contextual framework in which it arises. Even if you can, if there is a supply chain break because of the pandemic, because I cannot supply certain goods which I have promised to supply, because of the pandemic I cannot supply, then the question that arises generally is whether the contract will be void or it will be voidable at the option of the party who is not able to perform. So these are the type of issues which will come again and again. But my feeling is this, that the courts will be flooded with more of the type of job loss and the default payment cases. These are the cases which will be coming again and again.
Thank you, Advocate Audi. Advocate Motwani, will you please share your views on this? What are the kind of cases that you predict that we will be kind of having lawyers to face and take up?
I feel there will be around 4-5 categories of litigation which will be very common, which will be filed by advocates for the litigants. I guess first will be the labor, where many employees have been told to go home. I mean, they have been terminated, their service have been terminated. Secondly, I feel there will be cases filed with regard to bank defaults are concerned. Bank will be the major contributor in the present scenario. Third, there might be more of matrimonial cases concerning the lockdown has been coming in the paper. There are various disputes which are coming up as the matrimonial front is concerned. And fourth, not the least, will be the contract. A number of contractual cases are there which are defaults and force majeures are there. This has to be decided by the various courts. I feel number of litigation, and there will be many much more.
Thank you so much, sir. Advocate Chaudhary, so we have had Advocate Audi telling us about the Protection Act where, like because of the post-pandemic, how someone can be protected. But I'm sure there'll be a segment who will also want to take advantage of this. What do you foresee? What kind of cases do you foresee, especially in the banking sector?
Banking sector, see, it will be defaults are surely to rise. Defaults will be surely rising, and defaults means claim related cases. Banks will start claiming. They will go for all kind of, starting from section 138 check bouncing cases, which are generally the bulk cases. Then we will have lot of cases relating to property disputes are also expected, because these are the secured loan where banks will definitely try to go for litigation. That will be mainly the SARFAESI route or the DRT route, or even civil suits. Civil matters will increase. So, all kind of matters, whatever generally the banks and finance companies are filing, matters will remain the same. I think what Mr. Audi and Mr. Motwani has very almost exhaustively, they have shared all the points, all the possible cases. Only one thing is missed out on the lighter note is, due to lockdown, I feel there will be a lot of matrimonial disputes also increasing. So that part I think they have missed out. That is also surely to increase. So for practicing lawyers, it will be a variety of cases coming.
Thank you, Advocate Chaudhary. Yes, I mean, matrimonial cases will definitely kind of keep the lawyers very busy. And thank you for giving us a reminder to that. Advocate Zaki, you have kind of sounded really positive. And here, if you can tell us that, what do you think are the kind of cases that will be coming up? Over to you, Advocate Zaki.
See, normalcy being attained, there are a number of subjects which awaits legal intervention to arrest the issues. To name a few areas where all of us may find space to flourish, absolutely, like insolvency and bankruptcy code. There will be a lot of matter, a lot of people will be coming into it. So one piece of legislation which was enacted for time-bound recovery of debts will act as a sharpener in the time of crisis. Apart from that, debt restructuring is going to in order to overcome the financial pandemic. Then, like the kind of feeling of hatred which people around the globe is having for the China. Okay, so people like different countries will be looking forward to to shift their bases outside China. So I think then India will be the best opportunity for them. So yes, India will have to also think over it, and they'll have to relax its FDI policies so that new entrants can come in. And once the foreign investment starts happening in India, there will be a lot of matters apart from, so we need to have a knowledge of foreign exchange management, and allied laws will be very helpful to us. Apart from that, yes, labor law and employment law is there. There will be a lot of small companies which will be falling sick due to this pandemic. So they will be acquired by many major companies. So yes, the mergers and acquisitions will be there. So we need to look into those matters as well. Yes, as already said by all my senior colleagues, banking default, that will be there. Rent defaults will be there. Apart from that, if we see like seeing the criminal side, we all, no one wants to commit a crime, okay? So, but because of the pandemic, when we don't have money in our pocket, like people naturally will be, doing something or the other. Some also might, committing certain crimes so that they can feed their family. So yes, a lot of criminal matters will be there. Matrimonial matters is always there. The family problem is always there. So yes, and when the husband and wife, they are together because of this lockdown things, pandemic, yes, the matrimonial issues have already taken a sharp rise. We are already having, our clients, we are daily, almost every day, we are having 2 to 3 conferences over Skype and over phone, where this matrimonial issues are coming up. Then yes, non-performance of a commercial transaction, as already mentioned by my senior colleagues, that will be there. Many people will not be wanting to go for cases in the court. Okay, so there will be a lot of outside court settlement. So we need to make ourselves so much equipped where we can, make out of court settlements between the clients, because we know like going to the court is a expensive procedure. So many people will not want to get into that expensive procedure. So yes, we need to adequate ourselves so that we can make outside court settlements and mediations. These things will be flourishing. Transactional lawyering, that will be there. Advising startups, many new startups will be, because during the pandemic we'll see that there are so many companies, they have already, like, people are looking for opportunities. If you see the advertisement in the television, 90% of the advertisement you'll find will be related to pandemic. Like everywhere or the other, they are trying to touch this pandemic portion. Okay, so yes, after this post pandemic there will be a lot of new startups, because people, like, they are already addicted to online things now. The lawyers, they are doing online conferences with their client. People are selling everything online. So yes, lot of online businesses will be flourishing. Lot of startups will be there. So the lawyers should have the knowledge of these things, like how to register a startup, what are the licenses required. Restaurants, if you see the restaurants thing during this pandemic time, yes, your cloud kitchen has come into great demand. So yes, that will be there. So we apart from that, yes, setting up legal incubatory for startups, all these things will be the creation of online legal platform. That is one area we need to really get into, because I have seen, like, in many states, including West Bengal, if you see the marriage registration, which used to happen manually earlier, it is happening online. And I've seen in the many states like Delhi, Noida, Delhi NCR areas, Maharashtra, startups have come up where they are helping people to get their marriage registered under different laws, under Special Marriage Act, under Muslim Marriage Act, and the Hindu Marriage Act. Those startups have come up. So I have also there was a firm which wanted to file the IT returns and everything online. So this kind of startups are coming up. So instead of wasting time, we are all home right now, we have a lot of time at home right now. So we should start doing our research. So once the pandemic gets over, we have all the knowledge of these things. When the matter will come up, we won't have to sit down and to do the research and all. So everything is in a finger point. So we just not need to waste time just sitting at home watching television thinking about corona is making us mentally depressed. Rather, it is the time we should utilize it, learn new things, and think positively. And I'm sure we are going to win corona, and surely we have got a better world waiting for us. Thank you.
So we do kind of get to see that all is not lost. There is hope. Advocate Zaki also mentioned that the new sunrise will kind of have a lot of opportunities for all of us in different segments and sectors, because where the curve is concerned, it is just waiting to rise post the pandemic. So this is what we get to hear from our eminent lawyers who are present here this evening. And as mentioned earlier, that the country is hit real bad where the legal profession is concerned. But we know that all is not lost. Just waiting for the pandemic to be over. And once again, there will be sunshine everywhere. As mentioned earlier, that this is being presented by Voices Online. And this is an initiative taken to let you know what our advocates, what our lawyers are thinking at present post-COVID. The future is not all that bleak, but it is definitely going to be bright. Advocate Rohit Chaudhary, would you like to comment something more on this after what Advocate Zaki has said, and he has ended this on a very positive note for us?
Absolutely, I totally agree with Mr. Zaki. In fact, see, the disputes are only going to increase. For example, in banking sector, in finance sector, which contributes to huge number of litigations. Because of this pandemic, because of these business losses, because of lot of business that are getting shut down, labor problems, all this is only going to increase the number of defaults in loan, and that will be obviously contributing to a huge number of litigations. So just because the courts are not functioning in its normal pace now, just because the courts are not functioning in its normal form now, so that is the reason the disputes are not getting over. In fact, the disputes are multiplying and accumulating. So as soon as this pandemic will be over, as soon as things will become normal, courts will start functioning normal, it the situation will be definitely very bright for the lawyers, and there will be even much more cases than before, and opportunities will be so much. The opportunities will be so great that it will even compensate the losses that they are suffering now. So it's a definitely bright future waiting. So my message to each and every young lawyer or practicing lawyer is, please do not give up hope. Please do not think of detaching yourself or disassociating yourself from the profession. It's a great profession, and it is just a temporary phase, a temporary problem we are going through. Good days are sure to come, and it is all a matter of patience now. Just wait for some time, hang on for some time. Good days are sure to come.
I think with that, we come to the end of this discussion. More than a discussion, it was an important message that we wanted to give you from Indian lawyers across the country, that good days are here to come. Hang in there, especially the young advocates, young lawyers, legal practitioners who have lost their jobs. As mentioned by the advocates over here, that good days are very much here to come. Thank you.